again, and welcome to another episode of Stock Talk Product Review. I am your host, Mike, and I've got a decent show planned for you. Please like and subscribe to the channel. Please check us out on Twitter, Stock Talk Product Review, or coming in hot on the gram at Stock Talk Product Review, where you could see many reviews of lots of products that companies send us that we demo online. You can see those on the gram or on YouTube as well. For one of the first stocks we're going to talk about is Ardelyx Incorporated, ARDX. There's several people before last week and 2 weeks ago that called us, said this was going to have a breakout session, and it did. Don't mind the red right now because that's not where she's at as far as the reading there. That shorties get out because they play their game. If you're not locking in profits and you're not taking your winnings, then you're doing something wrong. So not to diss on anybody or anything like that, but that's just the way the game goes. Always lock in your profits. You got this thing hitting at $4.89. $4.89. Year-to-date chart here, though, for the year, $4.10 gain in the past year. That is 518.99%. As you can see throughout September and November, the news just gets better and better for Ardelyx. So we're going to find out why on the Mockingbird Media. It looks like the CEO is Mike Robb, March 2009, so that's a little stability there. Founded in 2007 in Waltham, Massachusetts. The number of employees there is 133 since 2022. So let's go to the Mockingbird Media, check out what they have, and see what stories they have, why this thing's popping. And let's go into a little history in the news and see why we got here. So we're going to go back to a reference of Investor's Place. Now, some of you might say, well, this is old news. This is 1 month old news. But let's not bury the lead here. Why is Ardelyx stock up 25% today as of May 3rd, 2023? Well, the profitable quarter, obviously, is why this thing's flying off the roof. Many people are searching for it. It's one of the top talked about stocks right now within the trading circles. In this article, right, no doubt about it, it's a great day to be invested in Ardelyx. Yeah, can you imagine if you were there for the beginning of this before? So not just only the company released an expectation of beating the fourth quarter results, but analyst groups recently gave shares for upgrade of ambitious price target. Ardelyx biopharmaceutical company, guys, I'm going to pinpoint this right here, right? I'm going to point to it on my screen. Biopharmaceutical company. If you are worried about where some of the market trends are going, I'm going to tell you just from experience that I just made a decent trade. I'm not going to say what company because I don't like to talk about some of the things, but I made a decent trade about a month ago with a biopharma, and I got it because it was on a pump up the jam day, and I got it. I waited, and I grabbed someone's cheap seats because I talk about that. I've been talking about that for years, to jump on the cheap when you see these people that don't know what they're doing and they dump out, and then you grab the cheap stuff. I'm locked in on my profit right now. So, but some people that were talking about this before, they've way locked in the profit. But let's go back. Let's not bury the lead of what's happening here. Ardelyx is a biopharmaceutical company, approved a product in the U.S. and Canada called Ibisarela, which targets irritable bowel syndrome, IBS. IBS affects many Americans nationwide, and if they're working on something like that, well, you got to take a look at it, and you got to get some kind of look and see if this thing's right for you. The company is also developing Exfosa, which is designed for the control of serum phosphorus in patients with chronic kidney disease or dialysis. That is huge too. Now, the thing with biopharmaceuticals, guys, is that when you go to look at the pipeline, and when we go on the website, you are going to see that there are several types of studies in these pipelines, and you're going to ride these news waves. You're going to have hits all the time, depending. But the key here is who is providing the cash, who is invested in it, how much money do they have, and things like that. Yesterday after market close, Ardelyx disclosed quarter 4 2022 results with largely positive data. For example, the company posted 44.18 million in quarter four revenue, a huge improvement from quarter four 2021 revenue from 1 million. So you can see where this is going, but just watch out you don't get hooked. You don't. If you're new, you need to do paper trading and things like that. You need to watch what you're doing. Don't get your pom-poms out or anything like that for a stock. But it's worth an investigation and worth a look if you are new to this. If you followed this from the past month, then hey, you're doing good. You're doing something right. Going on to the website, looks pretty good. It better look good. It's a $4 stock and it's jumped and it's growing. It looks like from going on to what would you say they do here? It says from discovery through commercialization through Ardelyx, they're driven advanced patient care with targeted first-class novel mechanism therapies that address significant unmet medical needs. They develop a unique, innovative platform that enables discovery of new biological mechanisms and pathways targeted for first-class oral and small molecular therapies. Pipeline right here, and I'm assuming that this will be changed with the web page as far as they'll lay out the progress like some of your other biopharmaceuticals do, where they say the stages in like some kind of a pie chart kind of thing. That's where usually they do. It says based on the success of translating scientific insights for targeted therapies, they're advancing the pipeline for promising novel mechanisms. You have your Tanapenner for hypophosphatemia. It's first-class targeted small molecular therapy development for treatment for a condition of elevated levels of phosphate in the blood, commonly among patients with chronic kidney disease or dialysis. The tenapanor has a unique mechanism that acts locally in the gut to inhibit sodium hydrogen 3. This results in conformal change in the epithelial cell junction, reducing permeable specific to phosphate, resulting in decreased phosphate absorption for a particular paracellular pathway. So you have that targeted program right there, and you can watch the video for that because we don't have time for all that. You also have the Ardelyx 13 hyperkalemia. Their discovery of the platform has enabled the systematic study of the biological mechanism of potassium secretion that has led to the discovery of an investigational first-class potassium-lowering compound for treatment of hyperkalemia. This is a common problem with patients with kidney disease and heart disease that can cause significantly increased death and potential heart conduits issues. So with this, guys, for some of the first two, and this study right here with the metabolic acidosis, I would say I do a lot of biopharmaceuticals that they're some of the top trending stocks pretty much almost every week. I would say I haven't seen too many like this, so this one is unique. So I could see the gains and why we have gains here. That's one of the things I'm seeing here as far as it is unique, the studies that they are doing. And no, I don't own the stock or anything like that. I'm just saying I'm giving you my honest opinion after researching many biopharmaceutical companies, because I have to cover these things all the time every week. We're here all the time crunching it down. So the metabolic acidosis results in the program for potential to provide a novel approach for treating metabolic acidosis by targeting intestinal biocarbonate exchange mechanism. Metabolic acidosis of highly prevalent comfortability in CKD patients and strongly correlated with disease progression and adverse outcomes. Stock twits, because that's where the real traders are at. We have Boris Staff. She writes right here, the company expects, she's posting an article here, the company expects to receive a goal review date in May. It looks like this article is posted. The biopharmaceutical company founded with a mission to discover and develop commercial innovative first-class medicines to meet the unmet needs today announced the resubmission for a new drug application, NDA, to U.S. Food and Drug Administration of the approval of Zaffoza Tenofovir for the control of serum phosphate in adult patients with chronic kidney diseases and dialysis for those with inadequate responses for intolerance binder therapy. So, and you can go more into the article that she posted. The big deal is how many people are going to drop out of this at the end of the week because they're going to short. Can you get this on the cheap? Can you get this on the cheaper side to wait till that date happens? as far as she's sipping on cocktails, and she could be sipping on bottles and bottles of wine after, depending on where she got in at. So she could be having the truck show up to the house. An engineer says, not advice, it's done. Captured this from the website. Exfosa passed all 3 NDA requirements. 2 voluntary goals, slam dunk. Get ready for double digits. So he's projecting that this thing is going to go double digits there. It's just, you got to find where your entry point is if you're entering at all whatsoever. But the big story of what I talked about before at the beginning of the show is your revenue numbers. Significant from 2021. 2022 revenue is freaking sick with it. This is one of the best boards I've seen in a while. I have Hannah RMP says, hypothetically, if Exfosa will be launched in early Q4 to the uptake, say 5% of those 480K on dialysis, its revenue will be 24 million, assuming it's priced at 1K script. But it could be more in actuality. Will be certainly profitable at this point. Why are not ready to announce the launch for price of Exfosa? I can characterize the current landscape is hyperphosphated space, with the majority of the dialysis patients requiring phosphate-lowering treatment are genetically available phosphate binder. Approximately 20% are treated with the brand binder in the last 10 years, with the list points ranging from 1,500 per month to 2,300 per month. And guys, the deal is here too as well, is you don't only have this, but you have the other studies in the pipeline. So don't forget about those either. You have several things and they're having success already. So the best possibly is yet to come. We'll have to see what happens and how it all plays out. So great information, receipts posted here, everything for people. Farah Rocher says, mid-May decision, if July, November approval, 3 months, 7 months away. Isabella, 500 million peak sales times 3, 1.5 billion market cap divided by 300 million shares. If they keep diluting in 2023, we will all have $5 where we are trading now. Exfosa's low estimate, 1 billion peak sales, 3 billion market cap for $10 a share, or $5 are trading now. This can happen very fast. Let's see. Don't care if July or November decision. So he brings that to the point there. And like I said, this thing's blowing up all over. Just if you're new, paper trading, watch out because the shorties are going to come in here. But look for discount prices because you could be getting this at discount price awaiting this news coming up. So we're going to go on to the next. We'll see you in 2 and 2. The next stock we have is SoundHound AI Incorporated, one of the most talked about stocks on the Google machine right now currently. Symbol on this one is SOUN. SOUN. Last tick was $3.07. You had a 14 cent gain today, $4.78. July 2022, not a good. It wasn't good there. There was a sell-off, but pretty much everybody got crunched there because it's the greatest economy we've ever seen, right? According to the mockingbirds in the media there. So we're going to check out why we're seeing a trend here and check out the mockingbirds and see what they're saying about this. Okay, so going to 6 days ago's article, so there's a little bit of anticipation here as far as investors will be hoping we're going to Yahoo Finance here. Investors will be hoping for the strength from SoundHound AI as it approaches its next earnings release. On that day, SoundHound AI is a projected report earnings of negative 10 cents per share, which represent year-over-year growth of 95%. Meanwhile, the Zacks consensus estimate revenue are projecting the net sales for $7.24 million, up 68.76% from a year ago. Looking at the full year of Zacks consensus estimate are expecting that the earnings negative 28 cents per share and revenue at 45.8 million. These totals would mark changes of plus 61.64%. To the website, looks pretty good, better look good. It's not a Mr. Thank you very much stock or anything like that. About SoundHound, they believe that the brand should have a voice and every person should be able to interact naturally with products around them by simply talking. Exceptional voice experiences for every business. What they do, SoundHound's independent voice AI platform connects people to branches through customized conversation experiences that voice-enable products, services, and apps while giving companies access to their valuable data and analytics for greater control for brand ownership of customer experience. Their mission, voice-enabled world with conversational intelligence. The vision is to create a voice AI platform that exceeds human capabilities and brings values and delight via an ecosystem of billions of products enhanced for innovation and monetization opportunities. Products include restaurant phone ordering, taking more fast food orders to reduce staffing challenges. That's huge in itself, guys, too. That was one of the stocks yesterday we talked about was trending with that. There's smart answering, 100% customer phone calls of customer AI power voice assistant. As you're getting towards a society where the companies are trying to change ways to save money because they're losing because of staffing and all the other expenses that are added on, you're going to see more of this happen. So that's I know some people out there don't like it, but it's just it is what it is as far as so these companies can turn and make a profit. Some of them can't fill the positions that they need to fill. It's just too expensive for them to do with everything that's been put on some of these businesses. Enhance your brand value when users ask you for your name. Automated speech recognition, acoustic and language models deliver greater accuracy. Intelligent transcription, real-time transcription that understands the meeting through intent and consent. Text speech, edge cloud connectivity, a suite of edge cloud connectivity solutions, and natural language understanding, converting speech and the meaning of speed of thought. The SoundHound music app and the SoundHound AI chat. So you have that as well. And there's other products we didn't cover, but you have several things here in the hopper that they have going on. Stock Twits, because that's where the real traders are at. Birdie has a take here. He says, has been here before, and all the cool kids were doing it. The only pure AI play. They will be all over NYC soon. I couldn't imagine spending 20 per share on the stock worth less than KSCP. KSCP's value of 70 cents is the best on NASDAQ, and he's calling this bullish. Sear 69 also brings up a good point here. Says sound cut expenses and staff a few months ago. So woo, that's something to think about. I'm not trying to be negative about it, guys. I'm just telling you something to think about. Corralled a new funding, introduced superior verbal chat, and is in good shape to be cash flow positive later this year. If not acquired, it could easily double and triple from here. So Stockseer's bringing the receipts. And he's not coming in. He's not coming in hot or anything like that. He's just saying, "Hey, it is what it is here." So that is interesting. They're cutting expenses and they're trying to bring up the numbers there. Guys, the next stock we have is Nikola Corporation, NKLA. NKLA. Last tick was 98 cents, up 0.069%, 7.61% today. Resistance was coming up, came in, and then kind of just did the normal clock closing bell, which people come in to lock in profits if that's what they're going to do. Year-to-date chart, well, doesn't actually look halfway as bad as what it could have been. It's just some people, shorties got out, locked in profits. We'll have to see. Negative $1.24 to date, but things happen. It is what it is. Maybe we'll see some more momentum coming up with this. Let's go to the Alphabet news and see why this is trending. This is simply Wall Street through Yahoo Finance. Key insights of Nikola. This is 4 days ago news. Using the two-stage free cash flow to equity, Nikola's fair value estimate is US $1.03. Nikola's US 9.7 share price indicates trading similar levels for fair value. It says, does the April share price for Nikola Corporation reflect what it's really worth? Today, the estimate of stock is attributes value, taking the forecast of future flows, discounting them back to today's value. So going on to Motley Fool, 4 days ago news, why this got crushed but then came back. As far as it looks like they're saying they've been making progress with growing battery electric heavy trucks and the corner launch of its hydrogen fueled versions, but it hasn't stopped the stock from dropping to new all-time lows. This week, the stock dipped to $1 a share, and this was last week. Nikola isn't facing a strong competitor with deep pockets. Tesla might have a product that customers prefer. Pepsi said its Tesla Serenus can travel 400 miles in 1 hour charge. Nikola says the maximum range for its battery electric truck is 330 in a single charge. Nikola does expect hydrogen electric trucks to be available the second half of the year, and the company investors might need to see the popularity of offering taking the company to achieve the long-term success. So basically with the investors is they want to see a little more confidence there in product if they can compete right there with that other vehicle to get the distance further. And then, you might see more gravitation towards that. But we'll have to see how that plays out. Let's go to the website, check it out, and to see some of you, if you haven't seen the vehicles and things like that, let's go check it and get to it. Okay, so going on to the website looks good, and it looks awesome for the price, and they did a very, very good job of the website. Some websites you go on, they're freaking boring as hell, let me tell you. This one's pretty good. About them, pioneering solutions for zero emissions world. Nikola is made by and made for those who lead. Together, they choose to embrace the change in pushing boundaries and possibility for us, the unknown, the unnamed and undiscovered, and merely stops along the journey. Here is the big dog that everybody is talking about and the internet is talking about. Imagine cab over battery electric vehicle for short haul metro regional applications. Maximum range 330 miles, 90 minutes charge time. 90 minutes, that thing is up and going. Continuous HP 645. Tre BEV is eligible for an incentive up to $150,000 per truck. Ever experience, say goodbye to diesel and hello technology. Spacious, thoughtfully designed, built-in comfort. The Tre BEV is first class of itself. Add invisible, exceptionally smooth ride. Tre BEV is undoubtedly destined to be the envy of the trucking world. And I know certain truckers, one of them that was on the show here, he would have to say that this thing looks pretty decent McGee's there. Performance meets agility. The Tre BEV 6x2 packs up 733 watts of energy into a compact of 186 wheelbase, providing 330 miles of range without sacrificing maneuverability, and is even more in difficult spaces at all lower costs for a conventional diesel. Platform award-winning design coupled with the reliability of industry-proven platform for Tre BEV, relentless workforce, reduce maintenance costs, and maximize driver safety. So you have your hydrogen power as well here. A hydrogen-powered fuel cell electric vehicle for longer or continuous metro regional applications. Maximum range 500 miles. Refuel time 20 minutes or less. 536 horsepower, zero tailpipe emissions. Great for the environment there. There's the model there. Fuel cell stack, hydrogen storage, battery, the supplements hydrogen power from the fuel stack, and acceleration captures energy through regenerative braking, and an E-axle utilizes electric energy from the fuel cell stack and battery generation motion. Let's go on to Stock Twits, because that's where the real traders are at, and find out what the twits are saying about this. Going on to Stock Twits, because that's where the real traders are at. We have some people on here that they're just concerned about what's going on in the direction and things like that. Just because there's a lot of competition in this, but it is what it is. Let's see what they're talking about. I know it hurts to believe, but most likely we will be have another 50% down from here. iStock Doc brings up, says right for 25% jump tomorrow. I was not wrong the whole time. This is way oversold. Phoenix is pumping out trucks. Hiring is going on. So there's some information on that. If you guys go check that out and look that up. There's also a link for Twitter on here from Aaron50670. You could check out that out about the company. Godsize1 says, if you told me a year ago that I'd be down 1,000 shares of Nikola, I wouldn't have believed it. He put bullish. Too much, says Nikola Fly on bankruptcy news. I didn't hear anything about, some people are telling, if you got the link, post it in the chat. Post it in the comment section if you think that this is, if that is going to happen, so people know about that. The end. Don't make it a dog show. We'll see you back again, and goodbye now.